This is Mike Funk, Superintendent of Stillwater Area Public Schools, and today I am going to be doing a tour of Andersen Elementary. And the Media Center here is different than our other schools in the district because our Media Center also is the same space that we use for our art room, since we don't have additional specialist space within the building. And as you can see, it's not a really big space, and what you'll find here at Andersen is we're kind of tight for space throughout the building. Behind me we have a student working with an adult here at Andersen, and as you can see they're having to do it in the hallway because we just don't have space. And so other buildings we have areas set aside for intervention work, for additional work for students. At Andersen we don't have that. This gym is quite a bit smaller than some of the gyms in our other elementary schools. And one of the things we want to do is provide an equitable experience for all of our students so they have a similar educational environment that they're learning in. We are in the cafeteria at Andersen Elementary, and it's a nice spot because it's right off the playground. But when I open this door to step onto this playground, the interesting thing about this playground is this is not a school district playground. This is actually a City of Bayport playground. So it's great we have the partnership with Bayport so that we can use this facility out here. But I think for an elementary school, we should probably have our own playground for our kids rather than having to rely on the city. This is the only playground in the district that has a fence around it. And the primary reason for the fence is so that the balls, when they are kicked, don't go over into the highway, which is right next to the school here. So it's a safety issue for the kids. Okay, so here we are crossing the Highway 95 in downtown Bayport, walking to the only green space our kids have accessibility to. So anytime a phy ed teacher wants to have kids go play on a turf type grass, we have to actually walk across the highway and to access the park right over here. The state of Minnesota recommends that a school district have a minimum of 10 acres of land and then an additional acre for every 100 kids at a minimum. So realistically, we should be on about 14 acres here in Bayport. Our school is on 1.4 acres, and as you can see, we don't have a lot of land for the school, not much green space at all, and see how close we are to the highway. So being this close to the highway is not safe for our students, or it's not the most safe for our students, I should say. And we're looking at building a new school in a location where we don't have this high traffic right outside the school. We are at the proposed location for the new Bayport Elementary School. We are in a big park area, and we will be buying the land from People's Church, and we will enter into an agreement with the city, kind of like the agreements we have for the city parks right now, to utilize all the green space for our students, and we can use it for activities. The other nice part about this area is there's a lot of trails and paths through the woods, and it'll be a great environmental opportunity for our students. So I just wanted to once again thank the People's Church for selling us or providing us the opportunity to purchase this land.